So welcome to Norton High School. This is a girls volleyball matchup, the first one here at Norton this year. Between Norton and Bellingham, this is a freshman match. So the freshmen play best 2 out of 3, rally points to 25 points. Looks like we got quickly 1-1, and that'll be a side out. And we'll go back to Norton. Looks like Norton's going to have a substitution, so they having them stand quite far apart to be able to come in. Number 40 going to enter the game for Norton. Looks like that's Ava. So Ava will head to the service line for Norton to serve. And that goes into the net, so side out. Serve will go to Bellingham. Serving now number 13, Bryn. Free ball over. And Norton has trouble returning that, so Bryn picks up a point for Bellingham. And that serve goes into the net, so that'll be a side out. Looks like we have another substitution. Number 44 coming into the game. And there's a point there by Norton. And that one's just a little bit short, so side out. Bellingham will take over. Looks like Mackenzie will be heading to the service line for Bellingham. And that serve is a little bit short, so it'll go over to Norton. We have another substitution. Looks like number 3 coming in. Or number 8, I believe. 8 and 5. I believe that's Aislinn and Audrey. So Audrey will head to the service line for Norton. And both teams having a little trouble serving. This is the first game here in Norton, so probably pretty rusty. It'll take some time. This is now Taylor Lombardi serving for Norton. And that goes into the net, so side out off to Bellingham now. Looks like we got number... Not quite sure. Number 30-something here. Oh, 26. That's Hannah. And that's good. So serves an ace. That was inbound, so she gets a point for Bellingham. Again, Hannah at the line for Bellingham to serve. That one's out of bounds. Side out for Norton. Nice serve there by Sarah. And Norton unable to return it, so this ball will go over to Bellingham. Looks like we got number 6 heading to the service line. That'll be Kyla. This is now Faith Holloway to serve for Norton. And there's a point there for Faith. Nice serve there by Faith, so able to pick up 2 points in a row. And that one's a little bit short, so side out. Ball goes to Bellingham. And that one's a little bit wide. That was Caden on that serve for Bellingham. So side out for Norton. Got a couple substitutions coming in again. So a lot of times in volleyball, they'll substitute and put somebody to go through the whole front row as a hitter. And also sometimes they'll put somebody in as a server, play the back row, and then we'll substitute out. So it's a little bit specialized positioning in volleyball at times. And that serve goes into the net, so side out. Ball goes to Bellingham. This is now Bryn serving again. And that serve goes into the net, so back to Norton. So both teams early on in the season having a tough time serving. That's important. Try to get the ball over the net into play. And there's a nice serve. Free ball. And that one is hit out of bounds, so point will go to Norton. Had a little bit of a volley there. That was the first time that we've had a volley back and forth, so getting warmed up now. And another short serve into the net, so side out. Looks like Mackenzie will head to the line for Bellingham. They're now going to send Audrey to the line to serve. Looks like the coaches will call a timeout. They'll go over and talk things over. We'll be right back. So we're back now. Bellingham serving. This is Sarah behind the line for them to serve. And that one's out of bounds. This is now Hannah heading to the line for Bellingham to serve, number 26. And that one falls right in between the front and back row on Norton, so that'll be an ace serve for Hannah. And that one goes out of bounds, so another point. And that one's a little bit wide and out of bounds. Oh, I guess not. He called that one in, so that's going back to Bellingham. Sorry about that. So Hannah's still serving. And another point for Hannah, so she's gotten a few in a row. It's almost like the back row for Norton should move up since they're having trouble getting it over the net. They're not going to send it all the way to the back. That should help a little bit. And there's another one that lands right in front of the back row of Norton for another point. So Hannah doing a nice job getting several points in a row for Bellingham. And that one's a little bit short, so there will be a side out, and Norton will take over with a serve. But not before Hannah got several points for Bellingham. This one needs to get over, and they're able to do it. And it lands right on the floor on Norton's side. So Bellingham stayed with it. Norton unprepared to get it back over the net. So Bellingham will take the serve again. That's a nice serve there by number 6. That was Kyla. And that one's a little wide and out of bounds. Side out for Norton. This is now Faith serving for Norton. Caden Shea at the line for Bellingham, and a nice serve over the net. Norton unable to return it, so Bellingham able to get a point. Caden will serve again. Net violation. That's going to be called on number 10 on Norton's side. So Bellingham sitting on a 22-16 lead here in the first game. Caden still at the line to serve. So Caden, if she's able to get this over the net, needs one more point, and this will give the first game to Bellingham. And she's able to serve the ace. So the first game will go to Bellingham, 25-16. We'll be right back in just a few moments for game 2. We're back now. This is the start of the second game here between Bellingham and Norton. This is a freshman match. Bellingham was able to win the first game. Looks like they'll send number 36, Faith Holloway, to the line to serve. So Kira at the line now for Bellingham to serve, number 3. I've got a substitution now, number 40 coming into the game. I believe that's Ava. There's a nice serve there by Sarah. And Norton able to return it over the net. Bellingham looking to get it over, able to do so. And Norton unable to get it back over the net, so point will go to Bellingham. Nice serve there by Sarah to get things going for them. Tried to play it off the net, was unable to do so. So Sarah picks up 2 points in a row for Bellingham. A nice attempt there in the front row by Ariana, but unable to get it over. So side out, ball will go to Norton. This is Ariana to serve now for Bellingham. And that one's a little bit short, so side out. Ball will go to Norton. This will send Audrey to the line to serve. that one landed inbounds, so Norton will get the point there. It looks like they'll send number 34, Taylor Lombardi, to serve. This is Bryn now to serve for Bellingham, number 13. And that's a nice serve over in play. Norton unable to handle it, so Bryn picks up the point for Bellingham. So again, in volleyball, it's important to get that serve in. Bryn does a nice job there. Substitution now for Norton. A couple new players coming in. And that one served out of bounds, so it'll be a side out. Ball will go to Bellingham. Looks like this will be number 31, Olivia, serving now for them. And that serve is a little bit short. Serve is short and into the net. It'll go back to Bellingham. Kira now to serve, number 3. So again, if you're just tuning in, freshman matchup is a best 2 out of 3 match. And rally points go to 25 points. This is now Ava at the line to serve for Norton. Nice job there by Bryn to get it back over for Bellingham. This is now Sarah to serve for Bellingham, number 10. Tried to make a play off the net, was unable to do so, so the ball will go back to Norton. This is now Ari serving for Bellingham. A nice serve there by Ari. Picks up another point for Bellingham. They're going to extend their lead now, 14-10. Ari picks up the ace. That one's a little bit wide. Side out for Norton. Taylor Lombardi now heading to the line for Norton to serve. There's a nice serve for Bellingham. Picks up the point. That was Kyla serving. Side out. That'll go back to Norton. And that one landed inbounds, so she'll pick up the point for Norton. This is Sarah. That serve goes into the net, so side out. Bellingham will take over for the serve again. Heading back behind the line is Olivia. And that's going to be a foot fault. She stepped on the line. You're not allowed to do that. That'll be a side out, and the ball will go to Norton. That attempt there was by number 36, Faith Holloway. So we're sitting here in the second game, Bellingham with a 20-15 lead. This is rally points to 25. And that serve gets over the net for a point. This is number 3, Kira, serving for Bellingham. And another nice serve. That's an ace. That lands between the first and second row of Norton. Timeout is called by the Norton coach. Both teams will talk things over. We'll be right back. Another point there by Kira. Side out. Ball will go back to Norton. Number 40 heading to the line. That's Ava. Nice serve there by Ava, and she picks up the ace. That serves a little bit short. Side out. Bellingham will take over. So Ari now to serve. This is game point for Bellingham. And she's able to get it over. Norton unable to return it. So that'll be it. Bellingham picks up 2 games in a row. Second game, 25-17. You can catch this game and all the games here in Norton on nortonmediacenter.org. This is Deb Carrero. Thanks for joining us.